Tennessee sign. Good morning. I didn't get any. I got like one little tiny clip yesterday of the Tennessee sign, and that's all I got because then I didn't realize my battery was dead. So there was nothing in the video for yesterday. But I did take some pictures I might put in this video. So we went over a big bald. There was some beautiful views, but very, very cold and windy. That was a long trek up too. And then, so I went from Hogback Shelter to Whistling Gap. There's like a little camping area down there you can camp at. So this area from Whistling Gap to little mile ahead, I've already seen. So I was gonna get water before I went down into the valley because I knew that the water source there was questionable. But the water right before was just like kind of trickling. So I thought, oh, this can't be the good water source. So I kept walking, ended up in the valley. And then a couple hikers went down and looked for the water source where the pipe was, and I guess it was all clogged and it was just a puddle. So they decided to go find some water because they needed water. So I thought, well, I didn't drink much yesterday and I wanted some extra water for yesterday and today for my meals too. So I went with them, but it was a mile further up the trail. Finally, I found some water. So I hiked a mile and then hiked a mile back. So this is the third time I've seen this area. Which is funny because when we got back to the campsite, they're like, oh yeah, we found water here. It was much further down, so we didn't need to hike that extra 2 miles. So I thought I was only going to hike a 13-mile day yesterday. Probably ended up being more like 15. It's kind of neat because when you're walking this way, walking back, and then walking back again, the trail looks slightly different every time. Like you notice different things. Since yesterday I was walking with people, I didn't notice some things because I was behind them. And then walking back by myself, I noticed things I didn't see going north. And then headed back north again, I'm noticing things that I didn't see. So that was kind of neat. And now I already know some of the climbs I had to do. So I was already mentally prepared for that. It's a nice morning. I think I'm gonna try to make it to Irwin today, which is about, I think I calculated like 13.3 miles. And I'm hoping to stay at the hostel right there, but I haven't made a reservation, so hopefully we have spots open because I need to resupply too. I don't know if I mentioned, but I did 2 16s the last 2 days. Well, yesterday was like 13 plus the 2 miles, so maybe like 15. So did like a 16, a 16, and a 15, which are my highest miles yet. And I got new shoes in Hot Springs. These are the Ultra Olympus. I think they're Olympus 4. I really like them. I do have one issue though, especially with the left foot. The tongue. Let me clip this back on. Hopefully it's not too shaky. The tongue of the shoe, since I'm used to boots, the tongue goes higher up But on these shoes, the tongue is like almost flat. And it is kind of digs in a little. I have to find out how to fix that when I'm going downhill. So that's a little uncomfortable. Besides that, I'm really enjoying them. And they have a little bit more fabric on them, like open fabric, so water can get in easily. Which is no big deal because I've had like a lot of wet conditions, muddy, but except when I was by the stream. So I've got to get used to that. So I really enjoyed having the boots because it kept my feet dry. A lot of people do like waterproof socks, which I don't have. So I'm just in like rainy conditions, or when the trail is a giant waterfall, which happens. It's happened a lot in like Smokies, or right before the Smokies. Hoping this next resupply they have some good like variety of food. Food I've been eating has been kind of like convenient and like the same things, which I'm ready for some different stuff. Oh, I have an orange somewhere. What did I do with that? So we came out of the woods yesterday, and there was a trail angel. Well, there were trail workers because it's next to a interstate, and they were trail workers. And when we came out, there was a sign. It said scrambled eggs and hash browns, cookies and pop and stuff uphill. So we went uphill, and whew, I mean, I had a big plate of eggs and hash browns and a Sunkist, and that was really good. It was really full. And that was about like 10:40. So I left camp really late yesterday. Not intentionally, but it was freezing. The ground was frozen, and it just took me a long time to get out of my sleeping bag. And so that was like 10:40. Then we go down the road, and then you have to go walk under the underpass or overpass, or however you say that. And we walked under, and on the other side there was another guy that was set up, and he was just setting up, but he gave us a lot of stuff. He had hot dogs and stuff that we didn't eat, but I had Krispy Kreme donut that was still hot, big glass of chocolate milk. I packed out this giant whoopie pie. I feel like I had something else. Oh, and an orange. I haven't eaten my orange yet. I don't know what I did with it. So we got food from 2 different people in one day. That was a morale booster. And again, it was like 11 o'clock. And then I had to stop later, get water. Stop again for a bathroom break. Stop again to take some layers off. So I was surprised I got to camp at a decent time. I ended up, it was probably like 5:30, and then we walked a mile to get water and walked back. So I was able to do everything before the sun went down. So that was really, really nice. dead tree with this big dead vine around it. It's kind of neat. It looks kind of like a sculpture. I feel like you need some like fog. I don't know if you can see that. A bunch of shoes up in that tree. Or someone was trying to hang a bearing and then threw their shoes up there. They got stuck forever. There's 3 shoes. That's a little weird. This is a nice little shelter. This is the No Business Shelter. It's the first one I've seen made out of cinder blocks. In memory of Arnold W. Berry, lifelong resident of Irwin, Tennessee. Oh, and it said first to achieve 1,000 volunteer hours. And then, in addition to the log that you can sign, there's chess pieces in there. They have a graffiti wall. Where did I sign? Here. Okay. I have found that these cranberry orange Belvita crackers are delicious with tuna. And crumbled over. Oh, it looks like this place was on fire. It's kind of charred. I wonder when this happened because the leaves are still good. The bottom's charred. Hey y'all. I feel like I need to say y'all. It's from the south. Maybe I won't say it again. But finally we can see Irwin. If you can see that or not. City of Irwin. And there's the river. Almost there. Here we go. Here's like a better view. And look, there's a stump if you want to put your thing on to steady it. It's still shaky. I have no idea what's in that lunchbox, but I have no desire to walk out there and find out. This is the first time I've been up on a ridge line and have had zero wind. Usually I get like these huge wind gusty days. And it is completely calm today. It's weird. Ooh, they have a coffee house. I wonder how far that is.
clearer than for me. I've been chilling.